So, you must be wondering how we got to this point. Well, I'll tell you all about it, but first, a huge thank you to everyone who has supported the channel and got us to our 1000 subscriber milestone. This means so much to me, and I can't wait to provide you with even more content. Speaking of content, so here is my very first stream schedule. I will be streaming for the very first time this Saturday and Sunday starting at 11 AM Pacific Standard Time Zone. I would love to have viewer duels on my very first stream, and you can even participate in my mirror match challenge where there will be consequences if I lose too many games. I really hope that you'd be able to make it, and I promise I will remember every single one of you that show up on my very first stream. And then on Sunday, we have our conquest match against friend of the channel, Hexlex, and then we will follow that up with our Wheel of Decks against Rank and Duelist Cup. If you didn't know, I own almost 80% of all of the URs available in Master Duel, so we have a lot of decks to choose from. So if you want more information on anything that I've just said, feel free to join the Meep Zone Discord. It is finally open and ready for you to come hang out in. I will leave the links to Twitch and my Discord server in the description below. So with that covered, let's go back to the video. So here we are going first against our opponent, who is actually on their rank up game. Long story short, they won't be ranking up. Our hand is decent, assuming they don't have any interruptions in hand. It is unfortunate that we did open pretty much 3 copies of Diabellstar in our hand and 2 1-ofs, but this is fine. So in draw, we just start by activating Wanted, searching out the 3rd Diabellstar. We send Oak to the grave to summon Diabellstar, and this lets us set Original Sinful Spoils to our field. Activate Original, sending Diabellstar, summoning Snake Eye Ash. Snake Eye Ash that adds Poplar to our hand. Poplar reveals itself and summons itself. Now we activate it, adding Divine Temple and activating it. We set Slamburge and then link Poplar into Link Karibo. Now Poplar sets itself to our Spell Trap Zone. We use Ash to send Poplar to the grave, to summon our 2nd Flamberge from deck. Now we use Wanted, shuffling back Original Sinful Spoils, and it draws us Maxx. We link 2 into Dark. Now Flamberge triggers from the grave, and we get to summon Oak and Ash, and then in a separate chain, Oak summons Poplar from the grave. We link 2 away into Promethean Princess. Promethean Princess now brings back our Flamberge from the grave. And now we link another 2 into our Amblo Whale. From here, very important, we normal summon the Maxx, link it away into Predaplant Verte Anaconda. And now we use Verte to send Banded Fusion to the grave, sending Kristya and Albaz to the grave, and then summoning Titaniclad. Titaniclad effect activates, Flamberge sets Kristya to the Spell Trap Zone, and then we go to our opponent's turn. And now, during their draw phase, we just simply summon the Kristya from our Spell and Trap Zone, and now they can no longer special summon. So it didn't really matter that we didn't have the Maxx in our hand because no one will be special summoning this turn. If they did have Subversion, setting our Kristya back to our Spell and Trap Zone, we can then use our Divine Temple, summoning back that Kristya. And now, even though that they're on their rank up game, they simply leave the duel. So you might be wondering, how does this deck do going second when obviously we want to go first to set up our Kristya combo? Well, actually, my first 3 games in the Duelist Cup was against Labrynth, Snake Eyes, and Spright Kashtira going second, and we won all 3 of them. Later on, we did have some back and forth games, eventually losing 2 because in our duel against G-Blood, they did go full combo with Snake Eyes going first, and they even had Maxx and hand traps preventing us from doing anything going second. But even then, we still have a 75% win rate with our deck. So here is my deck list. Most of these cards are similar to what you would find in any Snake Eyes build. Some of the differences are Ghost Bell. This is really nice when you're going second and you're playing against something like Snake Eyes or Labrynth when they try to use Big Welcome, or they use Snake Eyes Flamberge's graveyard effect to summon 2. We can simply negate that. We play 1 Fallen of Albaz since it's part of our branded package. Bestial Magnamut and Bestial Duerswarm are a good little package to have. It's searchable removal, and Magnamut could also search out Soravis, which can negate a targeting effect our opponent has, or even Flamberge if we already have Diabellstar in our hand, then we can just discard it to the grave. And of course, we have the one Kristya. I played 2 Nibirus because I feel like 3 is too much, but 2 just comes up enough that you'll see it when you're going second. We have the Branded Fusion. Our Branded Fusion target is, of course, Titaniclad because it only needs Albaz or 1 monster with 2,500 or more attack. So that's Kristya. Everything else is pretty much the same, like Formula Synchron, Borreload Savage, Barone, Link Karibo, Hita, IEP Masquerena, Verte, Dark, Unicorn, Celine, Promethean Princess, Amblo Whale, Appaloosa, and of course Goddess. So let me know what you think of this deck. It's pretty simple if you know the Snake Eye combo. I will have a couple more replays for you to check out, and I'll also mark them in the timestamps below. Again, I really hope that you'd be able to make it to our first stream this weekend. And if you just want a place to hang out, you are very welcome to join the Meep Zone Discord server. I hope you learned something from this video. Thanks for watching.